What's up, everybody? Brandon here, and I am back with another action figure review. I am so excited, you guys. In front of me, we're finally looking at the brand new figures from the Batman movie coming out this March, The Batman. These are the new figures by Spin Master. I could not be more excited. I found this set at Target for 30 bucks, and I think this is really cool. I really like the box art and how they made him kind of look like a cartoon, but still it looks true to, I think, what we've seen in the trailer so far. Very excited for this. And they're definitely keeping that red deco or black and red theme going. It looks awesome. So these are 4-inch figures. They advertise it right here. I'm a little worried about that. We'll see just how different these guys look outside of the packaging. If they fit in with the rest of the Spin Master figures, we're going to find out. I think they might be just a little too tall. Here's the UPC if you need it. All right, we're going to get these out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. All right, we got our figures out of the packaging and they look awesome. Taking a look at Batman first, and he looks fantastic. An incredible sculpt. I really do like this a lot. For a 4-inch figure, they really did not hold back. This definitely looks like Robert Pattinson. I'm going to try and get as close as I can there so that way it'll stay in focus, because I really want you guys to see this up close. He looks phenomenal, you guys. And the camera doesn't do it justice. The sculpt work that went into this is really nice, and I really appreciate it a lot for what it is. Of course, he has the battle damage on him, and that is painted. None of that is sculpted, but it is very nice. He does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. He has a soft goods cape, kind of like very similar to what we've seen in the Spin Master figures before. And here's his backside. Again, they definitely did not hold back. Making him all black definitely saves on paint. They probably sculpted him in that. So definitely a wise choice on Spin Master's part. And he looks fantastic. He unfortunately doesn't come with any accessories, and I wish he did. For Batman's articulation, he's got movement in his head, side to side. His arms come out, forward and back, full 360. He's got a bend and twist at the elbow. Does he have wrist articulation? No wrist articulation. Does he have waist articulation? No. And you'd think, being a 4-inch figure instead of 3.75, that they do it. But no, his leg goes out, forward. It really doesn't go back. He's got a cut right here at the hip. His knee bends. And does it twist? It does, kind of weird. But there's definitely a boot cut there at the top of his boot. That's where the knee bends. And the leg doesn't come out, but it does twist. So there's Batman's articulation. For the most part, it is pretty standard to what we've seen with all of these Spin Master figures. For some reason, I typically have a hard time standing this guy up, but he does look really cool. I'm really excited for the rest of this wave and to see what else we get. Super stoked for this movie. And next, taking a look at Catwoman, she looks awesome. Selina Kyle, a brand new sculpt from Spin Master, based on Zoe Kravitz. It kind of looks like her. Not 100%, but I think they did a really good job for a 4-inch scale. Definitely brand new sculpt. And that is not sculpted in. It's all just painted for all of her battle damage. She has peg holes at the bottom of her feet. And on her backside, here's how it looks. Just black, no battle damage, but definitely a nice figure. And definitely, if you're a movie collector, you're going to need this one. Absolutely. And as far as I'm aware, this is the only way to get her motorcycle. So a very cool figure. For her articulation, she's got movement in her head, side to side. Her arms come out, forward and back, full 360. There's a bend. It is definitely tight plastic there. I don't want to mess with it too much. Almost like the peg is stuck and it is a soft plastic. Let me try here. Same deal. It is really tough to bend that arm, and I don't want to do it for fear of breaking her. So we'll see how that works with riding her motorcycle later, I guess. No waist articulation. Her leg comes out, so she can do a nice side kick forward, and it doesn't really go back. She does have a cut at her hip, so that's good. And a bend at the knee. Oh, and a twist. Batman couldn't do that. All right, very nice. And then for her accessory, she actually does come with one. It's a helmet. It kind of reminds me of the Lego Racers. A very simple helmet. And this pops up open so you can see her eyes. And that's really it. Standard black helmet. It definitely appears like the visor is a translucent plastic. My camera is really not going to pick it up. Maybe just barely. Kind of hard to see. But that is pretty cool. So if you're looking for a Catwoman from the movie that's got a visor and a helmet that is movie accurate from everything that we've seen so far, pretty cool stuff. And next, taking a look at Selina's motorcycle. This is a really nice piece to have on display. It definitely looks like what I've seen in the footage from the movie so far. This kickstand does not move, so there's nothing there. There's not a lot of paint applications here. It's really just gray and black. And honestly, to me, this looks just like Batman's motorcycle. The only difference is that there's no like bat ears coming out of the top there. And I'm looking forward to getting the Batman motorcycle too. I think the only way we're going to get that one is in a set with the Batcave. I did get the Hot Wheels one, so you can kind of see the difference in the details between the two. Of course, the Hot Wheels one is going to have a lot more paint applications, but you can see really all it is the bat ears at the top of the bike, and we just don't get that with the Selina bike, and that's really it. So either they just happen to have bikes that are really close, or they got them from the same place. Nonetheless, very, very interesting. Very happy to have this bike, if it'll display properly there. Very interesting. It's got stands on the side here so you can put your figure's legs with no peg holes. Man, that is a tricky one for sure. Definitely, I would go with the aesthetic of getting these if you're trying to collect things from the movie. If you're looking for posability and playability, or you're a kid, this probably isn't the right bike for you. The wheels move, but even that is difficult to accomplish, because the pegs, especially the kickstand being down, that definitely makes it tougher. Nevertheless, still a really cool looking piece, and one that I'm happy to have to put on display with my Batman Spin Master figures. And now for the moment of truth. Can Selina Kyle ride her motorcycle? Please enjoy this as I fumble along and try to make it happen. So we got to put this arm in here, and it looks like her hands are so tiny that all right, there we go. There's one. Oh, we got one more. No pressure. Can't break the arms. Let's try it. All right, there we go. So cool. So she fits on her motorcycle. We can put one leg there. We can put the other leg there. That's cool. That's actually not too bad. Considering most of the Spin Master figures from the past and trying to put them on a motorcycle, it kind of looks unnatural or like they're hunching over. But this, as far as being movie accurate, it looks like she's in the right hunched position to ride her motorcycle. So I really like that a lot. Now all we need is a Batman motorcycle. Man, for like $40, it probably would have been cooler to get Batman's motorcycle too. But, I'm going to take what I can get. It's still a really cool set, and I'm really, really happy to have these guys. Here's Batman for scale with the bike that, of course, loves to fall over. So definitely be careful. If you're going to display these and put them on the shelf, be careful with that Catwoman bike. But they look really cool together. Okay, you guys, so I've learned a couple more things as I meddle with this. Batman definitely fits on the bike. His cape, unfortunately, touches the tire, so that doesn't look good. But also here, this kickstand does go up. It is articulated just slightly, and it's a really soft plastic, so I was kind of worried about breaking it. But yeah, you can roll this around. Actually, the back tire is moving right now. The front tire does not want to move at all. Yeah, very interesting. But yeah, it definitely works. And if you don't want to use the kickstand, you could just use Batman's leg, and he'll kind of like balance himself out there. So Batman works on the bike much better than Catwoman. And this could be really good if you got a Nightwing or a Robin, or you want to customize it and paint it. It's definitely a really cool generic bike that you can use. And for a size comparison with our new Robert Pattinson Batman, here he is with some of his previous counterparts from Spin Master. I really wanted to see how he stacked up against Talon. I know there's a little bit of his costume, especially the gauntlets on our new Batman figure, that kind of look like Talon's. So I wondered maybe if there was any other similarities that we could draw up between these two figures. Doesn't look like it. Nevertheless, still really cool. That would be awesome if we got some kind of Court of Owls reference, or maybe if he took those from a Talon and used them as his gauntlets. Still really cool. You can definitely tell he's a little bit of a taller figure, and just as well, you know, I think his torso is definitely a lot more leaner, so it makes more sense rather than being short and bulky that he's just a little bit taller. And he actually fits in really nicely, so I think he looks great. For another comparison, here's our new Batman figure with some other Spin Master characters. I really wanted to see how he stacked up against Riddler and Bane. Riddler, of course, because he's from the movie. This is, of course, in his classic costume, though. But Bane, it looks like they scaled pretty well. I knew he was a bigger figure. Not much bigger, but definitely a good fit if you wanted the two of them to fight. So, very nice. I can definitely tell our new movie figures are really cool. They look really good, and they're really, really detailed. Like, this Batman looks way more detailed than any of the other Spin Master figures I think we've gotten so far. Next, for a size comparison with Catwoman, I have some female Spin Master figures, but not many, and I actually need the help from my girls. Sophie, you want to give me a hand?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. All right, so we got Harley Quinn and Catwoman, and they actually fit in very nicely. Cece, you want to give me a hand with a couple more figures?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, we got Batgirl, and we got Wonder Woman. These all fit in very nicely. What do you think, girls? Don't they look good together?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Very nice. And for one more size comparison, here's our new Batman and Catwoman with a couple other Spin Master characters. They fit in really nicely together. You really don't notice the height difference too much. And I think for Robin, this is perfect. So if your Robert Pattinson Batman needs a Spin Master Robin, the height difference is absolutely perfect here. And I think they look really good. And for one more comparison, here's our brand new Selina Kyle motorcycle with some previous Spin Master vehicles. And you can tell that they all fit in very nicely together. Of course, Selina's bike is a lot more basic in sculpt, and it doesn't look anything crazy like most of the Kids line stuff that we've been getting. The quad does fit in a little bit nicer. But man, if you got a 4-inch Red Hood, Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin, you're definitely going to want that bike. You can absolutely customize it very easily, and it would fit in great with your collection. All right, you guys, that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this is the Selina Kyle Chase, the brand new Batman and Catwoman from the movie coming out this March, The Batman. Brand new Spin Master figures. So excited for these. These guys were from Target. They were $30 for this set, and I think they're really, really cool. I really dig Batman on the Spin Master motorcycle. I can't wait to get the one for him for this movie. That's going to be awesome. Girls, what do you guys think of these toys?
I think it's really cool, and I really like the Catwoman.
Yeah?
Me too, especially for the helmet.
Yeah, I think so. So this definitely appeals to me as a collector. I think these look great, and I think kids can definitely enjoy them too. You guys, there's going to be so much more new Spin Master stuff coming out for this Batman movie. So keep it right here at my channel. As I find more new cool stuff, I will absolutely review it right here. Once again, I'm Brandon, and thanks for watching.